Remember back when you were in high school and you were learning about protozoa, thinking, there is no way I'll need to learn any of this and use it in a real life situation ever. And how you thought when you went on to study the things that actually interest you, you wouldn't have to waste time on pointless subjects. Boy, do I have news for you. You see, turns out high school isn't the only place in which you'll feel like you're learning things that will turn out to have no use in the real world. As a matter of fact, most data analysts feel like they spent way too much time on unnecessary things back when they were students. Seeing as so many have had similar experiences, I decided to investigate and try to find the most optimized path to becoming a data analyst. And today, I'm going to share those findings with you. So I tried to make it as easy to adapt to anyone's needs as possible. But before I head into it, I want to share 2 tips to help you get through the process even more efficiently. First, you can't go into this blind. You need to identify your job possibilities as a data analyst and establish a specific objective. Where do you see yourself after finishing your studies? Remember that almost every industry works with data in some capacity. So if you can contact workers or recruiters who work in the industry you're interested in, do it. Understand its processes and structure. Ask yourself which sector you want to work in and how you can prepare yourself for your dream job. After answering those questions, you'll start to identify the roadmap you should follow and have something to look forward to keeping you motivated in the process. Now, I understand that not everybody knows what field they'd like to work in. Some don't really have a preference, and that's okay. You may find the answers while learning. With time, you'll be able to identify what excites you the most, what tickles your pickle, and what flicks your bean. And you'll discover little by little where you want to go and what you must learn to get there. Second, start working on projects as soon as you can. No matter how big they are or small, working with data is the only real way to learn how to analyze it. It can seem daunting initially, but don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Practice makes perfect. This will also broaden your understanding of analyzing data and the approaches you can take while learning to solve problems. Now that we got the basics out the way, I'll start by saying that you'll have to learn more than just the technical skills. Overall, you'll need analytical skills, soft skills, and field knowledge. It may sound like a lot, but nobody said becoming a data analyst would be a walk in the park. I will say though, the work you put in is definitely worth it. Most videos usually start by discussing technical skills, but I firmly believe you can only do so much with them if you don't have the analytical and soft skills to back it up. So I'll start with the latter and explain why you need them. Regarding analytical skills, you'll most likely need 4: math, problem solving, critical thinking, and research. Math skills. You definitely don't need to be a mathematician to get into data analysis, but knowing statistics, probability, and discrete math will train your brain to understand projects from a numerical and logical perspective. This will help you see what's going on with the data you're looking at and help you identify the questions and procedures that will give you the best insights. Critical thinking and problem solving are more abstract and aren't necessarily skills you can specifically hone in on. Instead, these come with time, practice, and experience. You'll find that in learning and eventually mastering math, you'll also develop your critical thinking and problem-solving skills. What's going to help you the most is working on projects that mimic real-life work experience. You should always be aware of the importance of practice so you can learn and improve the quality of your work. Number 2, research skills. So in the same way you've mastered the art of stalking people you've matched with on dating apps, in order to check them out, take the time to learn how to do good research. You've probably heard something like, your insights are as good as the quality of your data. And while it's a phrase typically used when discussing data cleaning and such, it also applies to research. If the data you're using isn't relevant to the task at hand, you will be cleaning and wrangling data that won't help you find the right solution. Number 3, communication skills. I think the primary soft skill you need, not only in your professional life, but in general, is effective communication, which in this case, I would divide into active listening and storytelling. The former is crucial to ensure and understand that the projects your company wants you to work on, and the latter will help you structure your ideas to convey them to other people in a way that grabs their attention. Number 4, Excel. Okay, now let's get into the boring stuff everyone is tired of hearing, and let's talk about technical skills. The most beginner-friendly tool you can go for when you're starting out is Excel. We've all opened Excel at least once in our lives, so it won't feel foreign. And familiarity aside, it's still a widespread tool used in almost every industry, whether it be fashion, advertising, or tech. Number 5, SQL. Now, once you've mastered Excel, you'll notice its many limitations, like how it always decides to crash and burn when working with large and complex data sets, and be thankful that SQL still exists. Learning SQL is going to let you work with larger data sets and prepare you for when you start working with a programming language like Python or R. Number 6, visualization tool/BI program. After SQL, it's recommended that you learn a data visualization tool. The most common are Power BI and Tableau. These tools are going to help you share your insights with those who need them. Python. While not every data analyst job will need you to know a coding language, much like learning a foreign language, it most definitely is a plus. Knowing how to code in Python or R will make you stand out in terms of productivity and versatility. And if you decide to pursue data science, it will make finding a job much easier. All the analytical and soft skills I mentioned can be implemented while you learn the technical skills. You will implement math throughout your work. In going well, structured and intentional research will allow for frictionless project development, and communication will definitely be needed once you start sharing your learnings and projects with others or even applying for new jobs. I'd also like to highlight that you can already be applying your domain knowledge in addition to your analytical and soft skills while learning the technical skills by trying to implement what you're learning while studying the industry that interests you the most. Testing how accurate and meaningful the insights you found are and how mathematically effective the solutions you come up with can be. To summarize, the 7 things you absolutely have to learn to become a great data analyst are math skills, researching, communication, Excel, SQL, visualization tools, and Python. Now, with these skills, you'll be more than ready to be an excellent entry-level data analyst. The rest will come to you with experience once you choose a career path you'll like to forge for yourself. I hope this video helped you clarify what you should be paying attention to when starting your data analysis learning journey. If this video helped you, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more data, tech, and productivity content each week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.